What's up YouTube? Capital G here. Got a very troll duel for you guys to check out. This is going to be a full match. However, I am going to play it in reverse just because it's honestly more entertaining that way. And this might be the most cancerous mirror match in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! You guys should have probably realized by now I rarely post mirror matches on my channel unless they're just like particularly interesting. And this one is kind of interesting because his opponent is playing Crystal Dracos. Obviously, you got standard True Dracos down at the bottom. This one does have an extra deck which might come into play. If you guys don't know about Crystal Dracos, I used to play with this deck a lot on my live stream. It was better when Masterpiece was legal because the Crystal Beast monsters, when they're destroyed, whether it be by battle or card effect or I don't know, even your own diagram, they're sent to the spell and trap zone. Then you can actually tribute them for the True Draco monsters. And again, when Masterpiece was legal, it was like super good. Same thing with like Weather Painters, but no one really plays it anymore because there is no more Masterpiece. Although this guy's trying to keep it alive. So his opponent doesn't open up with any monsters, but Diagram is basically a monster. So it's all good in the hood. He's just going to tribute. Hopefully his opponent activates a card. But I mean, this guy has no chill, dude. He just immediately flips over Monarch's Erupt and Summon Limit. He's like, you ain't going nowhere, bro. No summons, no effects. You get 2 summons. That's it. That is absolutely disgusting. And he's going to resolve the Ignis Heat. His opponent is going to go for Dynamite Knuckle, and I believe he popped the summon limits, and unfortunately the copy of, oh man, I'm forgetting the name of the Pegasus, yeah, Sapphire Pegasus can't actually activate because, well, it can activate, but it's not going to resolve because of the Monarch's Erupt. It's fine, he's just going to press on. I think he actually might destroy Monarch's Erupt using the Heritage, so that's gone. Now he's actually able to just simply attack into Ignis Heat, see if he can do some damage here, and no real damage because I think he used Card of Demise. His opponent is gonna go Ignis Heat. This is where the fun and the troll part just kind of the troll part starts, and I was like, man, this duel is this mirror match is actually just cancer, right? So he's gonna activate Draco Phoenix in the graveyard, the Disciples, and he's trying to pop his opponent's Diagram. His opponent says, all right, I'll activate Ignis Heat off of that. His opponent says, I'm gonna activate Ignis Heat off of your Ignis Heat, and then he says, wait a minute, I'm gonna activate my Dynamite Knuckle off of your Ignis Heat. So basically you're just like chaining cards off of cards, and it's really kind of hard to you know, understand like what exactly is happening, but it's fine. He's just going to attack over, or my mistake, I thought he tried to attack over the copy of Pegasus, but I believe he might have actually distributed there for, or he might have actually used his Apocalypse and actually ended up popping his opponent's Diagram. Now you can see that he has pretty much Border, and that's it. Border's really good for True Dracos, but it's like best in the early stages of a duel. Once your opponent has like an established field, Border loses a lot of its value. So he is ultimately going to lose. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about this. This is the style points. He says, Cap, I could just attack with my Dracos, or when my opponent has 50 life points, I could completely style on this kid. I could go ahead, summon Saryuja for no reason at all. I could then summon my Ruby Carbuncle from my hand and OTK, well, not OTK, I could kill him with the Ruby Carbuncle just for the style point. So I thought that was actually kind of spicy. I was like, yo, that guy is actually, he's winning with swag there, and I definitely like that. Duel 2 is, I believe going to, well, again, this was the first duel, so the guy who is playing the Crystal Dracos is going first. I would imagine it seems like going second might actually be preferable in this matchup just because your opponent has cards committed on the field, things for you to blow up with your spells and traps. I didn't really get this. He flips over, lose 1 turn, which can honestly only hurt him, so that was just weird. I was like, why would you even like flip that over? It can only hurt you. Your opponent probably has no special summons except True King's Return, but whatever. Let's see if he can actually win this duel. I think his opponent drew too many monsters. You don't want this many monsters in True Draco. Not sure why he just arbitrarily flipped over. There can only be 1. Probably should have waited for his opponent to at least summon, because all he did was kind of lose out on his Ignis Heat, and who knows, maybe that ends up doing some damage. He is going to activate the True King, or it's not even a True King, right? It's like a True Draco Phoenix or something like that. The Wind one, that's what I generally call it. And he is going to summon the Metatron. Now this is interesting, like you guys who have played the True Draco Mirror, correct me if I'm wrong, but can you just like not kill this thing in the mirror match? Because this thing basically is going to live for the rest of the duel. It's immune to spells, it's immune to traps, and I mean, this is, I imagine, what Masterpiece was like. Both players flip over Skill Drain, which also is just kind of troll, and this is actually one of the small problems with Skill Drain when you're playing True Draco. You're going to see the player at the top. He's going to be heavily affected by it. Like, skill drain obviously does shut down your opponent, but it does kind of stop you from constantly getting those searches during your opponent's turn whenever your opponent tries to do something. He's trying to pop the Metatron, but it's not going to happen because Metatron is unaffected by all spells and traps, which means basically you have to attack over it, which can work if you have like Diagram on the field, but if you don't have Diagram, it doesn't do anything. So I kind of feel like in the mirror match, this card is like, I don't know, like a god card or something like that, because you just honestly cannot kill this card. His opponent is trying to fight back, but I feel like it's inevitable for him to run out of resources because he has Metatron and his opponent just doesn't. So he can try to slow him down with the there can only be one, or there can be only one. I always say that card wrong, but I don't think anyone has ever corrected me. And yeah, it's just probably a slow death at this point. Activates Monarch's Erupt just to, I guess, feel better. I mean, he had skill drain on the field and it wasn't doing anything, so I guess the Monarch's Erupt is like the next best thing, and I'm guessing that's not going to do anything either. As soon as he loses his Ignis Heat, this duel is basically over. Actually, he activates another copy of There Can Only Be One. The problem is, again, for like the past 4 turns, he can simply not get rid of the Metatron. He's going for Disciples to draw a card. Has the Ruby Carbuncle. I was hoping that he'd maybe try to summon it here, go for some more swag points. He draws a couple of Crystal Beasts, but no, unfortunately, he's not. Actually, hold on, he has 100 life points. Maybe he could possibly kill him with a Crystal Beast monster. Go for it. Oh my goodness, he's going for the double kill with the Ruby Carbuncle. Oh my god, that is too awesome. Double kill with Ruby Carbuncle. He's actually activating a whole bunch of Crystal Beast cards, and he attacks with Ruby Carbuncle in back-to-back games. I give this man the honorary Crystal Beast Swag Award because that was just honestly too spicy. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed those duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching the video. Subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.